Hey, what's going on, guys? Tabasa here, and I thought I'd bring a different video today and just kind of show you guys what I do when I doodle. I'm not an artist by any means, but I have over time been looking into how people draw and just kind of doing it as I please. So I just thought I'd draw some stuff down and just kind of show you what I've tend to gravitated towards. So I like to do a lot of side profiles and front facing profiles. And the reason being is because those are kind of the easiest. If I do like a full body, then something is, for me, it's going to take a while because I'm not into anatomy. I don't really study that much of the body structure. And when I do, I just look at myself in the mirror. But anyway, I'm just going to start out with a character. I'm going to start off, I think, with a side profile. And I like to start off with the nose, personally, for me. And then I kind of like to move my way down to the mouth. Personally, I also struggle with the angles of some things and the chin. I think that wasn't too bad though. Now the angle I have this at actually doesn't look like it's a straight on side profile, but I think I can turn it into one. By making the eyes right about here. Now when it comes to eye shape, there's actually there's like quite a bit of things you can do. You don't have to make it look exactly like an eye, in my opinion. But you need to make sure to add that line there, because I feel like that's kind of the structure of your skull part, and then you add like an eyebrow. Like, I kind of do my eyebrows a lot like this. Now when I go onto the lips, a little bit, I do this, and I shade the top part. Let's see here. I usually like to do a bottom lip and draw that in as well. Yeah, I kind of like that. And also with the nose, I just do like a little squiggle there. And then draw a nostril. This guy's got a pretty big nose. And then from there, I usually try and draw the ear. I go in a pretty random order when I draw. And then from here, I kind of have all this space here to work with to make whatever kind of hair design I want. I think with this hair design, I'm going to do maybe like something interesting. But first, just add some eyelashes just so it looks a little bit more 3D there. And then, yeah, I usually work on the hair. So I think I'm going to do kind of like a little bit of a mohawk slash mullet. I think the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to first just kind of come up here like this, draw like the main fluff, if you will, and then bring it back here, so give it some shape. There's going to be a taper there, I think. And then I'm going to start adding a little bit of the buzz cut as well with just some dots here. Just kind of have some fun with it. And then Add a little bit, back here as well. And then I need to kind of start thinking about how this is all going to connect back to the rest of the head. And I think I'm going to have like a slow, I want this to kind of go out. Meet it up there like that, yeah. Then I can bring, the back of the neck here like that. Add a little bit of lines just for some random texture. I don't really have a huge method to my madness here. And that kind of is what my process is like. I kind of jump from place to place. And it makes, I think, the side view look a little bit weird. But, right, and I'd also like to do shading underneath the neck. And that's just from simply just, creating some kind of envelope. I like to add a little cheekbone as well every once in a while. Now, let's say I'm going to work on a face view, like front side for this person. Then what I'm going to do then is, again, I like to start off with the nose. And what I recognize when drawing the nose is you actually don't need to draw the entire nose, spanning like all the way from here to where the eyes are going to be. You actually just need a little bit of a suggestion that there's a nose. And then this would be, the under part of the nose. And then keeping the eye shape, I think, is pretty important. So if here's the nose, the eyes are going to be right around here. My issue with this is that I'm not too symmetrical when I do these, though. But that's fine. I don't think everyone is perfectly symmetric. Yeah, as you can see, I went a little bit too long on, well, I went too short on this side compared to this side. So I'm actually going to erase that. Try again. If I can grab my pencil again, jeez. It's a little bit better. Maybe angle this in a little bit more. There we go. I think that's a lot better. Okay. Then the eyebrows, or eyelashes, I suppose, is what they're actually called. I always like doing the eyes. And then just have her staring right back at us. Just like that. And then from here, gotta do those indentations again. And then the eyebrows. Although these eyebrows aren't. Maybe I just do this. Yeah, I think that'll be a little bit better. Similarly, go here. And like that. There we go. to do too is also add a shadow to one side to signify that there's a nose there, kind of poking it out. Kind of like that, yeah. And now the lips. Just kind of do like a little U and then just kind of keeping it curvy. And then again, shading the top lip. And then I'm using this line right here to kind of just suggest that there's a lower lip. And then draw some shadow. And then another line because there is a chin here. Now next, I'm going to be working on the face shape. And that's kind of just the face shape for me is a very experimental part. One that I usually try to work on. And again, symmetry is something I struggle with. Yeah, it's not very symmetric. Let's see here. Yeah, part of the symmetry is because I started going up. I think overall the face is a little bit more to this side than it is to this side. But that's fine. Then again, we need the ears. My ears are very simple. I don't really do a lot of detail on the ears. Although I do, again, try and keep them symmetric when I can. A little bit of overlap with the other drawing, but that's fine. Those are not really that equal. It's probably a little bit better. I don't know how much I can really do to change that. But now we move on to the hair. And I think I'm going to start. I need to kind of establish where a forehead ends. Because the forehead starts right here. I think I need to go a little bit higher, actually. Yeah, like right about there. I'm just kind of establishing this mohawk. And then here's where this taper's going to start. This hairline. And I'm just going to use my dots to kind of make this rest of the head shape. Makes it a little bit easier, I think. Now we gotta do it to the other side. Gotta bring it down to the ears as well. And then finally, you gotta draw back in the neck. We'll do a different style for shading. We'll just do lines. Just kind of like that. And that is about it. That's kind of my drawing process that I do. It's nothing really much that changes between each of the things that I draw. Just more so, just like I change the eyes, I change the eyebrows, the nose size, the shape of the mouth, the face. It all changes whenever I try and approach these things. But overall, it's usually how I draw faces, and I think it turned out pretty well. It wasn't too bad. And I guess the final piece is to sign my work. So that was a terrible. Hold up. Let me retry that again. Gotta do the old Tsubasa. There we go. Alright, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And I'll see you later. Peace.